and all the medicine and all the other stuff. It's like, well, let's take a nap, Luce. So, okay. I mean, I won't argue with him. I gladly take a nap. I love naps. And I love dinner. So, what else can we do? Okay, well, watch the rest of the video, and we'll be right back.
Hey, where have you guys been? You said you'd be right back. It's been like 2 weeks I'm sitting in this mud. Well, anyway, let's get on with this. Okay, so in the first half, we showed you what happened and how we actually ended up in this particular situation. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of fun, but it's even harder sitting in this stupid mud because it's uncomfortable. Ooh, it's actually gross. Really, really gross. Okay, but anyway, we're going to show you how to get out of this. And, you know, it's really not a true statement that you're going to get swallowed up by this quicksand. Not going to happen. And we'll show you why. And tell you the physical characteristics why it won't happen. Okay? Probably one of the most important things is the ability to avoid quicksand. You know, if you recognize the common quicksand areas, while quicksand is not a unique kind of soil, it can form anywhere groundwater mixes with sandy soil, creating a distinctive soupy mixture. Learning to anticipate places you might encounter quicksand is the best way to avoid becoming entangled in it. Quicksand most commonly occurs in tidal flats, swamps and marshes, near lakes, shores, near underground springs. Like near underground springs, look for ripples. Yep, be on the lookout for ground that appears unstable and wet, or sand that has unnatural looking ripples in the texture. Should be able to see water seeping up from below the sand, making quicksand quite visible if you're on the lookout and you're hiking around. First of all, test the ground in front of you and use your walking stick. Always bring a hefty walking stick, both to use in case you become stuck, but you also to tap the ground in front of you so you can see where you're walking and make sure it's nice and firm. A few seconds with a walking stick could be the difference between a messy wrestling match with a pool of quicksand and a safe hike. If you do step in the quicksand and you're wearing a backpack or carrying something heavy, immediately take it off your backpack and drop what you got. Get rid of everything, because your body is less dense than quicksand. You can't fully sink unless you struggle too much and you're weighted down by something that's heavy. It is possible to get out of your shoes. Do so. Shoes, especially those with flat and flexible soles, many boots for example, create suction as you try to pull them out of the quicksand. If you know ahead of time that you are highly likely to encounter quicksand, change out of your boots and either go barefoot or wear shoes that you can pull off your feet real easy.
Thank you for joining us. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Lucy and I it was a very tough experience. Hopefully we can teach you something to help you get through it if it ever happens to you. You know, it's really tough when you get into a situation where you are restricted, you're restrained from your actual movements and things that you need to do. And it's scary. It's very scary. I'll tell you that right now. But hey, we got out of it, and Lucy's fine, and I'm fine. But it was terrible. It was really, really terrible. But you know, you can do it too. You really can. No, just all you have to do is keep your head and just keep thinking about what you got to do and how to do it, and we'll show you the rest. And I want to thank you for tuning in and watching, and hopefully Lucy and I will be able to show you what to do. Thanks.
If you feel your feet getting stuck, take a quick couple of steps backward before the quicksand takes hold. It usually takes a minute or so for the mix to liquefy, which means the best method of getting yourself unstuck is not to get stuck in the first place. If your feet do become stuck, avoid taking big, lumbering steps to try to get yourself out. Taking big steps forward might unstick one foot or push the other further down, making it extremely difficult to completely unstick yourself. Next, lay back. Sit down and lean back if your feet are stuck fast. Creating a larger footprint should free your feet by removing the pressure they create, allowing them to float. When you feel them start to come free, roll to your side away from the quicksand and free of the grip. You'll get dirty, but it's the quickest and safest way to free yourself. Whatever you do, take your time. If you're stuck in quicksand, frantic movements will only hurt your cause. Whatever you do, do it slowly. Slow movements will prevent you from agitating the quicksand. Vibrations caused by rapid movements can turn otherwise relatively firm ground into much more quicksand. More importantly, quicksand can react unpredictably to your movements. If you move slowly, you can easily stop an advancing reaction, and by doing so, avoid getting yourself stuck deeper. You're going to need to be patient, depending on how much quicksand is around you. It could take several minutes or even hours to slowly, methodically get yourself out. Relax. Quicksand usually isn't more than a couple of feet deep, but if you do happen to come across a particularly deep spot, you could very well sink quite quickly, down to your waist or chest. If you panic, you can sink even further. But if you relax, your body buoyancy will cause you to float. Remember, breathe deeply. Not only will deep breathing help you maintain calm, it will also make you more buoyant. Keep as much air in your lungs as possible. It is important to go under if your lungs are full of air. Get on your back and swim. If you sink up to your hips or higher, bend backwards. The more you spread out your weight, the harder it will be to sink. Float on your back while you slowly and carefully extricate your legs. Once your legs are free, you can inch yourself to safety by using your arms to slowly and smoothly propel yourself backwards with your arms in a sweeping motion, as if you were swimming. When you get near the edge of the quicksand, you can roll to hard ground. Use a stick. Remember that walking stick we talked about? Carry a walking stick anytime you're in quicksand country. As soon as you feel your ankles sink, lay the pole on the surface of the quicksand horizontally behind you. Flop onto your back on top of the pole. After a minute or two, you'll achieve balance in the quicksand. Then you'll stop sinking. Work the pole towards a new position. Move it under your hips. The pole will prevent your hips from sinking, so you can slowly pull one leg free, then the other. Stay flat on your back with your arms and legs fully touching the quicksand, and use the pole as a guide. Take frequent breaks. The work of extricating yourself can be exhausting, so you need to work judiciously, conserving your energy before you become too tired. You do not need to move quickly. However, as the pressure of the sand can shut off your blood flow and cause nerve damage, numbing your legs and making it almost impossible to free yourself without help. Contrary to popular movies and television, most quicksand-related fatalities do not occur because you become sucked under, but they do occur from exposure
or drowning in incoming tides. Well, that's going to about wrap it up. We hope that you've enjoyed this little presentation and that you find it interesting. You remember that even though you may not drown from being stuck in quicksand, there are other ways that you can die. Predators, yeah, coyotes love to eat people. They do, especially if they're stuck, like trapped, right? And there's birds out there that will peck your eyes out and all that stuff. So, you know, that you got to watch out for. And of course, bobcats and other type of cats that are out there. You know, pumas and all kinds of things that still are out there. Snakes. That's probably was my biggest fear. Was being stuck and having a water moccasin or a rattlesnake or a copperhead or something come up, and I had no defense for it. I was just defenseless. You know, and there are birds of prey out there that can come and peck your eyes out and do all the things that birds do. There's fox. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time here in the great outdoors. If you would need our services for search and rescue or any type of air reconnaissance, just remember, contact us, leave us a text, or get with us on Facebook or on our own website. Alvin saying thank you for all you do. Thank God that He takes care of all of us the way He does. Amen.